Tom, I'm going to throw this over to you. We get a lot of people saying like, oh, it's just a dead cat bounce. We've seen that over the weekend and today in the chat as well. Like yesterday was a dead cat bounce. It's still only going down. So do you think it's a dead cat bounce? And can you quickly explain what a dead cat bounce is to people at home?
Yeah, sure thing. Basically a dead cat bounce we're looking for is some kind of recovery rally after selling. You know, we got the selling. We don't really have a ton of buying yet. We've moved up and away from 30,000 with a higher low. It's just like a fake out rally. That would be a dead cat bounce. So is that what we're looking at is the question. I would say that we haven't really seen that dead cat bounce yet. I don't see 40,000 here being enough. I mean, we moved a little bit over 50% down. I'm looking for a retracement of at least, half of that value, somewhere probably in the 45 to 48 range before I think I can really even talk about it being a dead cat bounce or not.
So it hasn't even retraced enough for you to consider it a dead cat bounce is what you're saying.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying.
And so what do you think is coming next do you think we're going up, down, or do you have any strong sentiments either direction?
I am looking for 20 moving average on the weekly is about 48, lines up really well with where I'd be looking anyway for a retracement in this scenario. I think that the edges we are going to see maybe slow, hopefully. Slow's probably better actually, but a slow recovery up to that level. And really what happens there is going to dictate the next few months.
What's up, traders? Welcome back. Today is a spicy day again. Don't forget to smash those like buttons for the new stream. Subscribe if you haven't. Jump in the Discord. Check out Patreon. Let's go. Some spicy times ahead of us. We have a lot of updates today. Today is very spicy. Reaching the long prophesized 45 to 48 area. Here we are. We're going to take a look at the charts here. We're going to go over some news. And we're going to... let's rehash my butt trade with Litecoin. Things aren't going so bad. So let's just dig into this quick. We have some really important stuff I want to cover. First, the vote. The infrastructure vote scheduled for Tuesday. Who thought it was going to be delayed a bunch? Not us. We didn't know. Not really surprising. But there is something extra spicy here that we want to look at. I guess I dropped it. Anyway, Senator Toomey announces a compromise to the crypto clause in the infrastructure bill. This is great news, guys. We were seeing not even just pushback, but just kind of a blind eye. Not really interested in the crypto clauses, amendments, etc. And what we're seeing now is a bipartisan clause that is apparently holding support from both sides. This is breaking news. I wanted to share this. This is seemingly sitting at a much better chance of being passed with the amendment. So this is really great news. Bitcoin in the market seemingly pretty happy about this. Real quick, not going to go into it. Tether again. Tether FUD, it's the same crap over and over and over again. Never goes anywhere. Guys, Tether is more backed than a bank. I know that's not a high bar. Banks, not really the best. But they have, time after time, shown that they're not just printing money. They have money. They have capital. I hope that this puts it to rest, but I know that this won't, so that's all right. Man, here's my face. The charts seem to be happy about what's going on here. Let's take a look at this. We have a high trend line that we established back on late July. August, tested it again with a higher low. Now, if we zoom in, we see price rallied up actually to the top of these descending high trends. This is the high trend. This is the boss. Here we are. Rallied to the top of this trend before pulling back again, basically to the top of this ascending trend here from our highs. And now we're back above. This is very exciting, and it's very confidence building to see that buying pressure. It's not just that it broke up. It broke up and it's looking for extra gains. It's looking to pack on some numbers. So if we kind of zoom out again, we have a pretty awesome pattern here. Patrons already know this, guys. Check out the Patreon. If you want to be privy to all this information early, it's a place to be. So this is what we could identify as a broadening bottom. Giggity, right? So basically what that is a broadening wedge. We see that vaguely here. Let's just call it like this. And then the final characteristic of this reversal pattern is a rejection from that high trend a higher low, which we got, and breaking it again. Then you're looking for the back test, which we have, and now we're back above. This is actually really great. We've been building this. You guys know we've been watching the 200 daily and the 20 weekly, and if we put those up on our chart here, things get pretty nice. There we are, currently trading with Gusto above both. We were talking and speculating about 42.2, saying I really want 42.2 to hold. I don't want to fall back under this broadening wedge pattern. Didn't even get close. Today we put in a slightly lower low, which is seemingly the pattern. We had that happen right before the rally here, and we're having it again. This is very bullish. What I'm looking at is the market trapping short positions, putting in a lower low on the daily before rallying higher. This is wonderful to see. I'd like to see this keep repeating. Today, it's going to be pretty clear cut. I would like to see some more continuation to the upside, but if we don't, really not going to be a big deal. We have a daily resistance that we have not tested as support back here, 44.6. So to see today close above the 200, I would like to see it actually hold the 200, sitting at 44.6 is our new price to hold. You can see this wedge created by the high trend from back here in April, May, and our trend line here in May, June. We're coming to an apex. August 19th, right here. So, pretty spicy times. However, I would definitely be keeping an eye on August 19th here. I think we had some Ichimoku cloud cover stuff going on in that time period, didn't we? Maybe the 3-day. Was it the 3-day? There it is. Spooky. We were looking for weakness in the cloud in this area, and now we see these trends crossing. This is a spicy setup. Prices pushed into the 3-day cloud. I think it's far above the 1-day. The 2-day, we're still looking, as we were speculating previously, for a test of the top of this cloud here, sitting at 48. You know, all roads lead to this 48K. We've been saying that for months. Everybody else was bearish, looking for lower. Not us. We're looking for upside. So on the weekly here, Ichimoku, we see this price point as well. This is what's spicy. This is a little bit higher. What is that? 46.8, so close to that 48. The KJ line hovering above us, trading sideways. This is going to be a spot where we see some kind of battle. I don't think it's likely to break right through, but at this point, we've moved up a lot, and we can afford a little bit of retracement. This is our 4th weekly candle so far. This one way too early to count, with 6 days and 6 hours to go. But here's a little simplified chart we have here. Our 618, which was our original cause for the target, basically sitting at 47.5, 48, stolen from Casper J, the 6.65 at 48.8. This level, definitely important, looking very likely to be tested. But as we're trading above the 20 weekly, this is really all we're going to ask for the weekly close here is please, please, please do not fall back under the 20 and close there. This is awesome. The weekly has been our only bullish edge through any of this, what looks like now accumulation, either way sideways trading. The MACD was our hint. We saw momentum wane off very consistently. I think 8 weeks, something like that. So here we are on our first positive momentum weekly candle in, God knows, April 12th, last time. Confluence in this area. We see this, what was support here back in April, before our, what I would say is a inverted dead cat bounce. I don't know. Acting as support, we are reaching up to that level. Reaching up, just over 48. In between our, we'll call it in our golden pocket. It's hard to, I've been saying it for months, it's hard to see this chart not reach these levels. And now that we're pretty clearly above the 20 weekly, things are looking better and better. Yeah, let's do this. So we've also talked about kind of this 58.8 level here above us from the weekly. I noticed something today that I wanted to share with you guys. This is, no one's seen this yet. This is the good stuff. This is the Bitcoin secrets. Here's what is spicy AF. So if we take June, if we take our Fibonacci tool, I guess there it is. The difference is I connected it to July 19th's low. We connected to this low. Take a peek at our measured moves. This is some pretty spicy stuff. Look at this 2. Look at the 2. Look at our measured move. It is less than $100 from that weekly resistance. Now, this is not enough for me to say that's a target because of this, but we have seen these extension targets play out pretty consistently. And when they overlap, when they just so happen to be at the exact same value, I get extra excited. If we can break 48, and I will say close any time frame over a day, like day plus, close anything over a day above 48, 58.3. Next on deck, there really isn't anything above that golden pocket on our retracement here.